We hear radically different opinions on Bitcoin, with the main debate now revolving around its environmental impact. Let me explain why Bitcoin is not a threat, but an opportunity for the environment. New technologies are, by nature, immature and energy inefficient. For example, iron production was initially so wasteful that we wiped out entire European forests to power blast furnaces. Agriculture initially led to harsher living conditions and lower life expectancies. Bitcoin is no exception to this. We can expect its technology and energy efficiency to improve over time. If we were to judge every innovation in its early stage because of its lack of efficiency, we would still live in caves. One of Bitcoin's key characteristics is its transparency, which also indirectly applies to how much electricity Bitcoin consumes. While Bitcoin does not keep track of its energy consumption per se, it does keep track of its hash rate, the computational power used to run Bitcoin. The higher the hash rate, the stronger the security and, therefore, the more trust in the Bitcoin network. From the current hash rate, we thus know that Bitcoin consumes around 100 terawatts per hour, about 0.5% of electricity produced globally. Coincidentally, 4,000 terawatts per hour of surplus electricity simply go to waste. That's enough to power 40 Bitcoin networks. No other human activity can be as transparent as Bitcoin when it comes to calculating its energy consumption, often leading to unfair comparison. For example, comparing Bitcoin's energy consumption to that of an entire country is not only meaningless but detrimental to the debate. Instead, what would make more sense is to compare Bitcoin's energy consumption to human industries or activities. For example, saying that the energy used by inactive home devices in the USA alone could power the Bitcoin network 2 times over provides a completely different perspective. The most meaningful would be to compare Bitcoin and its ecosystem with the very industry it aims at replacing. However, this is a complex undertaking because Bitcoin can be so many things, from digital gold to peer-to-peer eCash to an alternative to the current financial system. In the end, only a free market economy can decide if one human activity or another is worth the overall resources it requires. What matters even more is how energy is produced, where it is produced, and what alternative usage it could have. The energy consumption for deforestation or mining gold is terrible for the planet on so many levels. In contrast, powering Bitcoin with excess energy has next to no impact on the environment. Today, and despite Bitcoin's technological immaturity, its overall impact on the environment is already negligible. Bitcoin is run and secured by a globally distributed network of specialized data centers called miners. Bitcoin miners, per a memo from Square Research, are unique energy buyers, which compete against each other, are paid in Bitcoins, are completely location agnostic, and require only an internet connection. These combined qualities constitute an extraordinary asset, an energy buyer of last resort that can be turned on and off at a moment's notice anywhere in the world. Bitcoin miners are setting up their mining facilities near oversized power plants in developing countries. This in turn makes new power plants profitable faster than expected and incentivizes the construction of more of them. As a result, Bitcoin increasingly runs on clean, sustainable energy that would otherwise go to waste. Hydro, solar, wind, and even geothermal energy could soon power a 100% sustainable Bitcoin network. Ross Stevens, the CEO of StoneRidge, remarks how Bitcoin mining is the only profitable use of energy in human history that does not need to be located near human settlement to operate. Hence, Bitcoin mining can change the economic paradigm by making energy consumption highly profitable and location independent. Imagine a future, says Stevens, with Bitcoin mining firms, unsubsidized in extraordinarily isolated locations, easily connected to the Bitcoin network, building serious energy infrastructure to monetize the local clean energy source for mining. The net result can be people locating around new, Bitcoin-driven hydroelectric energy infrastructure with more and more of humanity clustering around cheap, clean energy sources. Historically, our energy challenge has been to move the power to the people, With Bitcoin, we can move the people to the power. Bitcoin is a trust revolution. With its ultra-secure blockchain, growing ecosystem, and massive worldwide adoption, it is building the foundation of a new global financial system, one block at a time. Far from being an environmental threat, Bitcoin could be the best tool we have right now to accelerate our economic transition to sustainable energy. All things considered, it's a tough time to be a Bitcoin hater. Bitcoin is a gift to humanity that keeps on giving.